The government of Cameroon has been urged to tighten laws and address the root causes of child labor as the phenomenon is still persistent, particularly in mining zones of the East region. This year's World Day Against Child Labor is being observed under the theme, "Progress is clear, but there is more to do. Let's speed up efforts." Our reporter Boris Esono has the details.
In the dusty gold pit of Battery Oya, children as young as 10 years toil under harsh and dangerous conditions. With no official statistics available, authorities estimate that over 1,000 children under the age of 18 are involved in mining activities across the district. Most of these children are victims of poverty and social exclusion, compelled to work to support their families. For many, the dream of going to school remains just that, a dream. The problem is not unique to Cameroon. Globally, 160 million children, nearly 1 in 10, are engaged in child labor, a figure that has risen in recent years due to conflicts, economic instability, and the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic. According to the International Labour Organization and UNICEF, Africa remains the epicenter, with 72 million children affected, the highest number in the world.
Jumanu Constance, I'm team lead at Global Action for Community Development, that is GAC. I'm a passionate voice for vulnerable children and a respected community development actor. Child labor in Cameroon is still worryingly high, especially in rural and informal sectors. While there have been efforts to reduce it through policy reforms, awareness campaign, we are very far from where we need to be. According to the Cameroon Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey, MICS by UNICEF, about 38.4% of children aged 5 to 17 are engaged in economic activities and almost 24% are in child labor, meaning they are doing work that harms their education, their health, and their development. So yes, the progress is visible, but the pace at which we are experiencing it is very slow.
The government of Cameroon has made notable efforts, including the adoption of a national action plan for the elimination of the worst forms of child labor. However, this year's World Day Against Child Labor serves as both a reminder of progress that has been made and a call for action.
I strongly believe we must shift from talk to action, because there's been a lot of talk about child labor over the years, and there is need for us to start transforming some of those talks into action. We need to invest in family livelihoods. We need to support low-income families with income-generating programs so they don't need to send children to work. Economic empowerment of parents, internally displaced parents. We need to expand access to free and quality education. Every child should have a place in school. Holiday programs and catch-up centers should also be created to keep children engaged during break. We should encourage skill building in children during holidays period, other than sending them to the streets to go and hawk. And we still need to continue our efforts in community sensitization. Parents, religious leaders, chiefs, pastors, imams, everyone must understand that child labor is not a step to greatness. It is a shortcut to suffering.
Back in Battery Oya, the children continue to work, eyes fixed on the soil rather than the school books. For them, the world's promise of a better future remain distant unless swift and inclusive action is taken.